You walk into exit 22, up the stairs, head to the second floor annex, and you will find a hallway with a collection of 4 rooms, 251, 252, 253, 254. In these rooms, you will find 50 state-of-the-art computers that tend to run a little slow. You will see a wall full of giant bold headlines and papers that mark some of the most important events in the past few decades. A collection of random couches and comfy chairs, and one not-so-comfy wooden one, thrown together in a circle. A wall filled with nonsense quotes. A random party light lying in a mess of papers on a desk. A creepy mask. No, 2, maybe 3. A green slab of wood on the side of a classroom. A corner full of random coffee mugs. You will see what 50 students 4 years ago saw. What you will see now may be similar, but for us, we see home. We see the people, we see the magic created with those computers, the walls plastered with award after award, the dance floor, the cry room, home. We are the JNC class of 2015, and we began with a spark. A single spark of passion, curiosity. We started with persistence, with overwhelming drives toward deviation from the norm. When we decided to join the Journalism and Communications Magnet 4 years ago, we expected to be a part of the best academic course in Jefferson County. We had seen what the students here were capable of and the kind of skills taught. But there were some things we never could have expected. When we walked into room 252, we definitely weren't anticipating our first pop current events quiz. We also didn't know how much we would end up dreading them later on in the year, cramming before class and bringing entire newspapers in our backpacks to pass around the lunch table. Our patience was tested in 251. Those computers were not, in fact, full of magic powers that automatically produced gorgeous spreads and videos and art. Those computers were at times our living hell. How in the world were people making full-page spreads in a matter of minutes when it could take us over an hour to get a solid fruit for our basket? But we practiced and stayed crazy hours to finish our personal yearbook. One word when you think of your personal yearbook.
Destructive.
Yeah.
Stressful. Horrendous.
Dreadful.
Slowly, we began to come out of our shells.
On the vlogs, all we really did was just go to all the photo booth like animations and stuff. So like we have ourselves just like on a beach or like honestly nothing. Like really, we just rambled on about our days or what was going on.
Freshman year in JNC was definitely stressful, but looking back now, we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. As we worked our way up in the magnet, trying to be the next big thing, we took a lot of risks. We applied for staffs even though we knew absolutely no one else. We journeyed across Kentucky to go on what the advisors and other students called the retreat, but with spiders and outdoors and sweat, it wasn't exactly a vacation to all of us. We got to know our friends, our staff, in ways that there were no means of doing freshman year. Sophomore year current events quizzes were definitely not any easier, but as junior year rolled around, there was a half paper-sized hole in our hearts. We began to not only work harder, but smarter. We stayed late on Wednesday night, Friday night, Saturday night, well, really just about every night at some point throughout our chaotic year. Somehow, we balanced AP English, sports, the ACT, our emerging positions on staff, and yes, even that math class. And even though at some points it felt like the year that would never end, staff assignments for the 2014 to 2015 year, the junior ring ceremony, and the senior seminar for the class of 2015 made the existence of our senior year more present than ever before. We had worked our way up to the top of the food chain. We were the new leaders of JNC. We prepared for a year full of lasts. Our last JNC retreat, our last first day of school, our last year with all of our best friends.
I'm really just gonna miss just all the times that we've had dance parties and all the times that we've just made jokes to each other, and they're just my best friends, and I've never had friends like them, and I've never had friends for as long as I've had these guys as my friends. They're always going to be there for each other, and And we got the book back and this first book that came in, and it was just unbelievable to see all our hard work. We've all worked so hard on this. We've stayed after school so much, and it's just made us all so close. And I don't know what I'm going to do whenever I'm not going to have these people around and we're going to be in different colleges.
As the year went on, we spent countless hours in the annex. We shared dinners, lunches, and the occasional midnight snack. We worked in the boardroom, in Richie's room, back in the suites, in a sound room, on the comfy chairs, and yes, sometimes even on the floor. And now the time has come for us to depart, although maybe and probably not for forever.
I think what I'm going to miss most about the seniors is just having like that group of people who are a little bit older than you, and they just show you so much about like how to do just the things that you're working on, like on your staff, but also just like how to be a junior and like how to survive sophomore year. And I don't think I would have gotten through it without them. I'm gonna miss them a lot.
I can remember when Chris and I came in freshman year, and we had study skills, and Sarah and Kyla would come in and they'd help us with our little designs, and we've just grown so close with each other throughout the years. And just all the seniors, they've helped to create a family atmosphere here in the Magnet, and it's going to be very different without them, and very sad without them next year, and I wish them all the best.
I'm gonna miss that they always have a solution for everything, like no matter if it's drama with friend groups or if it's a design problem or just like even concept design, they're always like, oh, like immediately they have something better to do or a way to fix the problem. And it's very comforting to know that you always have someone who's going to take care of you. So
for the first time I know these people. These are people I've worked with. These are people who've told me things that I couldn't have figured out myself. These are people who've helped me up when I've been down.
Having them there is going to be really different. Yeah. Because we're going to like have to change stuff up.
I think I'm probably going to miss like the different personalities most, because like all the scenes are so different and each one of them is like really unique, and it just makes like it makes JNC a really interesting place to like come and like be around those people like all the time.
It's not like we're the freshmen and they're the seniors. It's like we're just friends, and we can all talk and joke around with each other, and it's like we're all the same and there's no difference. And
as we leave, we pass our spark to the next generation. We cannot wait to see what amazing things you accomplish and achieve. Congratulations to the class of 2015. May we never forget our 4 years together, and may our spark live on forever. Cameron, how much are you gonna miss the seniors?
bunches.
Josh, what are you gonna miss most about JNC?
Myself. I love myself.